Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, orders are getting pushed into October. So if you are still sitting on the sidelines, depending on which state you are, it might be actually too late, or is something going to happen in the next week or so. And so let's take a look at what's happening right now, all these different Tesla orders for the probably Tesla Model 3 and the Model Y, and take a look at maybe some strategies if you haven't placed an order yet, what you can actually do at this point. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to save thousands off of your next Tesla, definitely check out our deal checklist down below in the description. 17 steps to save you thousands off of your next Tesla. The first 50 people that use promo code YouTube get 40% off, so definitely check it out. And of course, you do support the channel as well. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. So we've got Tesla orders getting pushed, Tesla orders getting delayed right now. If you are still on the sidelines and you haven't placed your order for a Tesla vehicle, whether it's a Model 3 or Model Y, it may be too late to do a custom order. We'll show you what you need to do at this point. And essentially the TLDR is that you have to find an inventory vehicle that you can reserve and place a deposit and potentially take delivery ASAP. Tony posted this: in the US, Tesla's estimated delivery date has shifted to October. I understand that eligible customers can still receive the $7,500 rebate by placing a deposit on September 30th and taking delivery later. Confirm with your Tesla advisor. And so it would seem that way if you look at the IRS documents, but Tesla hasn't provided any sort of guidance at all, and you still need to get a sales document. And so I think at this moment Tesla isn't going to release anything, and so I wouldn't bank on that. And that's why Tesla is still pushing on their website and everything. If you want to secure the $7,500 federal tax credit at point of sale, you need to take delivery by September 30th. And so if we take a look at some of the different dates, a lot of the different Model Ys and Model 3s, depending on where you're at, if you're on an East Coast area, it essentially says October 2025 at this point in terms of deliveries. If you're on like a West Coast area, you get this message right here, which is September to October of 2025. And really that's because, like, if you take a look at inventory in like the West Coast areas, there is none on the ground for like the Model 3s, or I guess Model 3 has some, but like the Model Ys, absolutely none. But if you're looking for like a Model 3, there seems to be a decent amount, depending on selection and everything, that you can choose for some of the models that are out there. And so Model 3 really has never had an issue with demand. It's really Model Ys is where you get screens like this. And so the quick tip here is this: when you get to this screen, if you don't know what the screen this is the Tesla inventory screen. You can access it by clicking the new inventory right here, and then you're going to switch it to all deliverable. That shows any vehicle that you might be able to pick up and register in your area. And if you run into this, it kind of updates throughout the day, kind of randomly out there. And I know some of you might have tips on like when's the best time to look. It's kind of just hit or miss in terms of like vehicles pop up, they disappear. Sometimes, like yesterday, we saw like 3 or 4 Model Ys here, and now they're pretty much gone at this point. And so certainly it's just one of these things. There's not really a good alert system. You kind of just have to look at what's available. And if you don't want to do that, and you could certainly just place an order on Tesla's website and just see what pops up, because when you place an order, it does show you like a view available vehicles if it actually becomes a thing where it shows up and everything. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle, or even up to $250 off. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. My other advice is, if you are still on the fence but you want to like really hold on to a vehicle or get locked in with the VIN first, you can message or even go into your local Tesla store and link up with a advisor to see if they can find a vehicle that might be in demo status, that might be coming out in the near future for you to try and get into, with your $250 deposit. At this point, it is looking pretty sparse, and really I think, the next date to kind of look out for is that September 21st time frame, because that's what Tesla is kind of locking to right now in terms of like the lease payments are going to go up. And so maybe there is a thing here where they want people to order, and once the lease payment goes up, then they'll release all the different inventory vehicles and let that be the case with like inventory and everything getting rushed to like the West Coast areas in the Texas markets as well. And so that's my guess if I were to put on my like prediction hat, conspiracy hat, if anything, like maybe after September 21st, which is this coming Sunday actually. So maybe Monday we start to see more inventory looking lively, and you might be able to lock one down and everything with a Tesla vehicle and all of that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I know a lot of you out there want the maximum discount off your Tesla. Well, don't forget about your current vehicle as well and where you are selling it. One viewer, you actually used givemethevin.com down below in the description and got $3,000 more than Tesla. So you might as well give givemethevin.com down below in the description a shot at buying your Tesla, because they want to get you maximum value and they want to buy it from the comfort of your home. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. In other Tesla news, this was pretty interesting. So I didn't realize this. Well, I knew that the Model Y L, the third row Model Y, has a powered armrest, but I didn't know that it automatically raises when a person is detected. So really cool to like combine all these different features with like the interior to make it more a little bit more comfortable when you're driving around or everything. You can see that the armrest automatically lifted up and also decreases and goes away when you're about to jump out of the vehicle as well. Another new Model Y features, which I feel like this is going to be coming to the US shortly soon after that. The new Model Y L features an upgraded wireless charging pad with 50-watt charging and active cooling with central vent, 15 watts previously. So what is that, like a 3x power upgrade with that? Really cool to see. The new iPhone 17 can utilize this power as Q2 Qi Wireless 2 charging now supports up to 25 watts. I hope Tesla brings this chargers to other models. Yeah, I would love to see this because wireless charging is always a little bit weird, and that's why we use the Jowa phone mount on all of our Tesla vehicles, because it's a little bit faster and it secures it and also puts it at a nice viewpoint. When you put the wireless charger this low, you really can't see it, and so it's not beneficial to me. Tesla Chan posted this. Tesla China is offering a 4,000 yuan discount for the Model 3 rear-wheel drive inventory vehicles in the name of a final payment discount. The customer will receive a limited insurance grant of 8,000 yen and a final payment of 4,000 yen. So it seems like Tesla China is trying to incentivize the Model 3 rear-wheel drive a little bit more, and I could easily see that happening to the US markets as well, because when we take a look at Model 3, there is inventory there, and so certainly I could easily see more incentives coming out for our market as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks to everyone. Art, Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Tinker and Thinker, thanks for coming in. And Deborah, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. All right, thanks for helping me out. The community picked up my Model Y with following discounts: $7,500 federal discount, $4,000 New Jersey, $500 loyalty, $12,000 off. Well, don't forget about that full self-driving deal that I hooked you up as well. If anybody else is looking, send me a DM on Instagram. Tinker, East Coast, had the Model 3 Quicksilver and White on order since July, switching to White on White to get a delivery date before October. Yeah, Model 3 performance has been really weird. You're not the first person I've heard that has delays like this, and so really interesting to see that across the board. Deborah, why is there a delay? What do you mean? Model Y? Delay with Model Ys, not delay with like my audio, because we've been having some weird audio issues. Delay, it's really for certain markets that they've withheld, or is there just a lot more demand in these certain markets? I could get on board with that because, you know, there is plenty of Model Ys and Model 3s in California. And so maybe it is actually that it is sold out and a lot more people are buying it, because like when we take a look at our market, California, you can see absolutely zero here. And so is it more people are actually buying, or is it they push all these different vehicles to other states, further states away from like the factories and everything, because logistically it takes a little bit longer to do that, like 2 weeks to go from like Texas to an East Coast place. Because if you take a look at East Coast, look how many are available and everything. So I'm not sure like the sentiment of it being sold out is 100%. I think logistically they made the right move and to push vehicles, because they know there's going to be like an end of month rush. There always is at the end of every month and every single quarter. And so they probably figure like, well, if there's going to be a rush, we can get a vehicle to California city locations under a week, but we can't get it to like an East Coast place under a week. So let's push all of them over there first and then see how it's like for the end of the month to try and push crank. Like they might just shut off deliveries to the East Coast and just push everything to the California, the Texas areas, the West Coast areas, which I predict is what's going to happen, and maybe as soon as Monday this coming week. Justin, what are your thoughts on US Model Y2 Performance or Model YL this month? I mean, I would love to see a Model Y L release or a Model Y Performance. I mean, it also is Thursday, and so Tesla loves doing things and releasing things on Thursdays, but I have not seen anything yet. And so fingers crossed we get some sort of release, and maybe that's like a 6 p.m. release, because they do like those certain times and everything. In this next topic, if you're missing out on a Tesla vehicle, well, don't fret. There's plenty and plenty of electric vehicles deals out there. A lot of them under $500 a month with minimal down. Like, I mean, take a look at this one. Here's an EV A6 e-tron electric vehicle. You can actually get this now for $399 a month with $3,000 down. I mean, if you don't want that, here's a BMW i4 electric vehicle, $442 a month with $3,000 down. And this is like California taxes. And that we've got like a friend who actually is a broker that sells these vehicles, and I'll give you the information for that as well. Or even like take a look at this if you want to step up a little bit to an iX, BMW iX, which is like a Model X competitor, $729 a month with $3,000 down. So there is a ton of different vehicles out there, a ton of different competition. If you are in the Los Angeles area, Southern California area, and you want to pick one of these up, my friend Richard is a broker at Rigo LL Motors. You can send him a DM and ask for the Dennis deal so that he can hook you up and set you up with one of these vehicles so that you do not have to step into a dealership. So you can find him on Instagram right here and let us know how your experience is and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Deborah, I will give you the correct answer. The demand is so high for the Model Y Juniper. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like there is a good amount of people buying, and what I really feel like is a lot of people got their orders in last month, which makes sense. And I think last month was a time period where everybody was just trying to get their deposits and everything, and now Tesla is starting to deliver them, which makes sense why like here and there we see like a random one that pops up, because that could be like a cancellation or something, that someone that decided to go like a different configuration or whatever, and that's why like a vehicle pops up and everything. But Tesla's going to have a good quarter this month, that's for sure. In this next topic, Tesla just released a brand new wall connector, a brand new wall charger, which for a quick second, I got pretty excited with this because it looks pretty interesting to actually see this. Tesla Energy posted this wall connector with mid-certified meter now available in the Netherlands, enabling employers to accurately record and reimburse home charging costs. So very interesting. You can see there's like a little dial on or display screen on the side. This one actually is a little bit more expensive as well, but this is probably not for most people out there. Tesla has released a new wall connector with mid-certified a meter that enables employers to accurately record and reimburse home charging costs, currently available in the Netherlands for $672 US And so really cool to see, same design as a regular wall connector, but really a lot of people ask me like, which wall connector should I get? The Tesla one that is $420 is going to be your best bet. And I've tried all of them. I've tried, not all of them, I tried a decent amount of them, and I feel like the Tesla one is pretty seamless to work with a Tesla vehicle. If you're in the Southern California area and you need a installer, definitely check out our friend Mario at Smart Plug EV. I really like Mario because he is Tesla authorized, so you get 4 years warranty, and on top of that, he's very well versed in all the different incentives. He got me $1,000 from the city to install my wall connector, so definitely check it out, Smart Plug EV, and ask for the dentist deal so that he can hook you up as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Lord, dude, my order got delayed 3 days from the 19th to the 22nd, delayed in transit, picking up on Monday, fingers crossed. Yeah, that's curious. What state are you in then? Yeah, it is kind of interesting. Deborah, they ran out of batteries for the Juniper. Hey, maybe that's what it is, and that's why it's taking so long. Sean, if you live in the Bay Area in California, you can still order and get 6-day out delivery date for custom order. Ooh, I don't know exactly if that's true. I mean, we had a couple friends that ordered like last week and they're still pending VIN, delivery date, and everything, but it could be coming in the next like week or so. Lord, Pennsylvania, yeah, that makes sense then, because I mean, it really probably it could be delayed in transit, or they had to fix something that could be, hopefully not, knock on wood, some sort of issue with transit, which could make sense as well. In this next topic, Tesla owners are reporting real insurance payments. I think that's a logical next step for a lot of you if you're buying your Tesla. Like, how much are people actually paying for insurance? And so we started this crowdsource type of thing to kind of try and show you all how much people are paying, like different states and different vehicles and everything. But what kind of sparked this, because I get this question a lot, like how much is insurance for Tesla vehicles? Tech Geek posted this. I'm paying $813 a year for full auto insurance for my Tesla Model 3 that includes gas coverage. I mean, this is crazy. I don't think anybody is paying less than this at all. I mean, $100, $300, $100,000 for coverage plus like decent deductibles. Like, I can't imagine. I mean, this is pretty crazy to see a low payment like this. But if you're curious in seeing some more data, I've actually got a insurance tracker where you can actually put in your insurance costs or even see what other people are reporting. We've got like 15 or so different reporting so far, and you can see the average is not bad. We are in like the 192 average depending on all the different vehicles, and of course most of them are going to be California. But if there are higher numbers in California and you're in a different state, then you should be okay and comfortable with not paying too much higher. If you want to contribute to this, here is our actual form. I posted in the live stream chat and also down below so that we can help each other try and figure out what is the best insurance that's out there, because you can start to see some people are Geico. I don't know what MAP free is, but Tesla insurance, State Farm insurance, USAA, and then you can see the corresponding payments next to it after that. So if you've got a quick minute and you have a Tesla and you have insurance for your Tesla, please do us a favor and put it in on our live tracker down below below in the description as well. But really cool to see these different payments to help each other to see like how much it actually could be when you're buying your Tesla vehicle and paying for insurance. But the one thing is for sure, if you're about to buy a Tesla, it does not come with this. This is a set of all-weather floor mats. We recommend 3W all-weather floor mats because if you're looking for great fitment, great value, and of course 35% off if you use promo code Dennis35 down below in the description. It takes the price from this and knocks off 35% off, which is a crazy discount, which actually puts it cheaper than the OEM Tesla ones. And the OEM Tesla ones only have like 3 pieces, where this you get 10 pieces for the Pro set. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And of course, using our links does support the channel. So thank you to everybody for that. Just in time, may or may not have found something. If you click the $7,500 federal tax credit on Tesla website, they have a new MSRP for the Model Y performance as listed as eligible. Ooh, let's take a look at that. Okay, so we would probably go to, we have to go here, right? And then you would go to this one and then model. I feel like this was already here before because of course they had the older Model Y performance, but I mean, oh, you know what? This is where we can check. Let's see. It would go to fuel economy.gov and then let's see, we would check the list here. Take a look at Tesla, because if it pops up here, then we really know it's coming. 2020. Ah, dang. Thought we were going to get excited because 2025 Model Y performance is the last year version. This would need to say 2026. But then on top of that, this hasn't been updated since August 29th, so about 3 weeks ago. But I mean, this is where we would stalk to see if it pops up here, then we know it is about to get released maybe in the next like 6 months. If it doesn't, like we see right now, then you know, it's probably not going to get released because you can see like the Model Y, the 2026 version, all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive is here, but the other ones are not here, unfortunately. Lord, I'm paying $110 a month for mine. Full coverage, $1,000 deductible with State Farm. It's pretty sick, guys, right? Actually, Clutch, Bay Area, before the last announcement or the $7,500, it said available today. Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe it got changed and people scooped them all up. I got quoted $2,160 a year for a all-wheel drive Cybertruck. Yeah, I mean, if you look at my payment, I'm paying what, $215 a month. So that's pretty much that's way more than what you're paying or what you got quoted for. And so it gets up there for insurances and everything. And this next topic, the Rivian R2 has been spotted testing again, this time at a Tesla supercharger. I'm pretty excited and jazzed up for this vehicle, and I can't wait for it to actually come out. But it's going to be one of those things when it actually comes out, it is going to not have the $7,500 federal tax credit at all. But we can see a Rivian R2 test vehicle with the NACS port on the back left like this, next to basically same side as Tesla with the driver's side, has been spotted at the Tesla supercharger. Seems like there's a lot more spottings of this vehicle all over. We can see this is definitely one on the left side. It's just like really tough. Like when I look at both of these, I feel like one of these is an R1S, but of course they are both going to be the Rivian R2. But let us know, are you pretty excited for the R2? And if it came out like before the end of the year, would you change your mind and get this instead of a Model Y instead? But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. That's from the IRS. Since when are they correct? Yeah, 100%. Sean, I'm still holding out for the Model Y performance regardless of the tax credit. And then I'm hoping to see a Model Y L performance. That would be pretty sick if they kind of like mash those two together. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.